So today I'm going to do a speech on how to make your own kombucha. So if you don't know what kombucha is a fermented sweet tea drink that's usually drank cold. According to Forbes magazine, last updated February 1st in 2017, author Christina Trotino says that kombucha actually originated in northeast China in 220 BC, and it was known for its healing properties. But just recently, it's become a lot more popular in the United States, and now it's sold at like grocery stores. But usually it's sold for like $4 a bottle, which is pretty expensive. So today I'm gonna teach you how to make your own kombucha with 3 easy steps. This is kombucha. The 3 steps are to gather your ingredients, to combine your ingredients, and then the fermentation process. So step 1 is to gather your ingredients. A lot of the ingredients you'll probably already have at your house, like black tea, sugar, a jar, a pot, and cheesecloth. But the hard one to find is probably going to be a SCOBY. So this is a SCOBY. It's a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, so it's actually alive, and that's what does the fermenting and the sweet tea. Yeah. Step 2 is to combine the ingredients. So first you're going to want to take your pot and put water in it, and you're going to want to put the amount of water that you have of the size jar. So if you're going to, usually people do like 4 cups and then 4 bags of tea, so yeah, it's kind of up to you. Then you're gonna let the water boil, add the tea and sugar, and let it steep for like 3 to 5 minutes. Then you're gonna take out the tea bags and you're gonna let it cool. And it's really important to let it cool because according to Discover magazine, last updated on November 10th, 2015, Alice Chi Feng, the author, says that the SCOBY can only live in temperatures under 90 degrees and no lower than 70 degrees. So if your tea is super hot, you put the SCOBY in, it'll actually die the bacteria and the yeast, and then the fermentation process won't happen. So that's a really important step. Then after it is cooled down, you're going to pour the tea into the gallon-sized jar that you have, and then you're going to add the SCOBY with the remaining kombucha, and then put the cheesecloth on top. So the ingredients. Then the 3rd step is the fermentation process. This is like the easiest part because you just leave the jar to let it ferment. It's recommended to let it ferment for 2 to 4 weeks, and then according to Understanding Kombucha, Cornell Extension Analogy Lab says that what's really happening during this process is that the yeast that's in the SCOBY is turning the sugars that we add into it into alcohol, and then the bacteria is turning that alcohol into a vinegar. So that's why it has that vinegary kind of alcoholic carbonic taste to it. And then it's not really recommended to leave it longer than like 4 weeks because it will have higher alcohol content the longer that you leave it in. So those are the 3 easy steps to make kombucha. Just gather the ingredients, combine the ingredients, and then let the fermentation process happen. So I'd urge you guys to save some money if you like kombucha and try following these 3 steps and doing it at home.